Yo everybody, and welcome back to the video. Here today we are going to be looking at all the new news and the new update coming to Among Us and everything that has been announced. So obviously make sure to subscribe, make sure to drop a like, and let's just get straight into this. Alrighty, so obviously first of all, Among Us did have this kind of like press conference thing that happened on December the 10th of this year, obviously just the other day. And obviously they released quite a few new things to the game and a lot of new things which are going to be coming. So, obviously let's start off with the report that came out on everything that's happened to Among Us. So, as previous given us a glimpse of its new free map, Innisoft has finally peeked behind the curtain for the fourth map of Among Us, called the Airship. Okay, so basically the Airship is the newest map that is going to be in Among Us. It is going to be coming in January 2021. This is a little bit later than I initially thought. My initial prediction was it was actually going to come out on December 10th and be in the game. However, they just announced it and said obviously we're going to bring it out at a later date. So, obviously, let's have a look at the trailer and see what we think about it and see exactly what is going on. Alright, so we're starting with the Airship coming onto the screen. The top hat. But there it is. The Airship is coming to Among Us.
Welcome, recruit. Get yourself acquainted with the layout of the top hat airship. Enough slacking.
So I want to say this already, just from initially looking at the map. This map already looks humongous, and I think it's actually going to be, obviously, as they have technically said this, one of the biggest maps that's going to be added to the game. It looks like it's got a lot of tight corridors, a lot of hiding spots, a lot of places where you could definitely play hide and seek, or a lot of places where you could hide a body and have no one find it for quite a long time. Hopefully everything's quite connected, like for example I think this door can be opened and stuff like that. So hopefully everything's quite connected up, so it kind of like doesn't have areas which are quite secluded away, and obviously places where you expect to be killed.
Go do your tasks.
This is about very strange tasks. So it's nice to see that we've got some different tasks being put into the game, which is awesome. Obviously, they did mention a lot of new tasks that come into the game, which we will mention in a minute. Also, on screen now, we can see there is a new ladder, so obviously giving us different floors. I was actually thinking about this and how this was actually going to work, and obviously this is exactly how it's working now, which is pretty cool. I really quite like this, and obviously is a little bit of a concern for me at the same time, due to the fact that it will make the map even bigger, but also gives it different layers of the map, which I think is definitely a different kind of way for Among Us to go. Because we've always had in other maps one layer, and sometimes, for example, in Mirror HQ, we've got all the same layer, but like one side of the map's all connected, and then you have to go through decontamination to get to the other part. Same with Polar, so you've got like two separate parts of the map. Whilst this is obviously going to give it two totally different floors.
Maybe just take a nice shortcut. Quit grouping
okay.
up. Choose a room to start in after a meeting.
This is something I did hear about and I heard was coming to the game. This is amazing, basically. Basically, what this means is, obviously, on the map, like the Scald, as soon as the meeting is called, when you finish voting up, you'll get plonked back in the emergency room next to the button. This basically means you can spawn in one of the 3 areas. What this means for anyone who's playing Among Us, wherever your tasks are based, you could go to one of these areas, or you can make sure one of your teammates is going to one of these areas and kind of stick with them and spawn in the same area. Which I think is going to make it very interesting, and obviously shows that this map is going to be a lot bigger than the other ones, because obviously you have 3 different places where you can start off.
Someone keeps trying to sabotage us. Stop their plan. Keep your eyes peeled. We definitely have an imposter here.
Ooh. Okay. This is kind of cool. So we have obviously an engine room, which is going to be right at the bottom, down by where obviously the engine is. And then we've also got this nice kitchen area, which is very nice and open and quite cool to look at. We've also got some doors coming from this side, doors this side, and I'm going to guess a door up top here as well, so I'm going to guess. And then I'm going to guess, obviously from this room, we're going to have a task in here. So we might have some kind of cooking task, maybe prepare some food, maybe cook some food, washing up, maybe something like that. Obviously, we've got some dirty dishes there. Maybe some tasks due to that. Obviously, I can't see that he's actually got any of these tasks to do, like none of them are kind of shining up to say to do them. But obviously it does say kitchen, so I'm going to guess there probably is a task in this room. On from this, we can obviously see that there are some new skins being added to the game, which is amazing. They did confirm this the other day that there will be some very new skins being put in. Quite a few different ones as well. Obviously we got some new kind of clothing. We've got some new hats. Obviously this is the top hat. You know, another big hat here. Obviously a nice moustache, and obviously a different kind of character with different colors, and obviously a different eyepiece, which is interesting from like the usual one. I don't know if it, I don't know. It has to be their eyes. Everyone keeps saying this to their nose, but this is obviously their eyes. So that guy's got totally different eyes to the other ones, but this guy's about to get absolutely murdered. Okay, that's really cool. So obviously from this eyepiece you can see here, this gives them some kind of laser which lasers the person to death. So different kill animations are being added to the game, which is amazing. Can't wait to see some of them in game. That's going to be so cool. Ah. So 1 minute, let's just go back a second there, just to see what that other skin was that came into the room. So there we go. As you can see, we got obviously this person's called Ellie. Got kind of like a ghost looking hat on, which is obviously different again. We've got this kind of jumper on, which I don't think is in the game now, but this is a new jumper being added, which is really cool looking. Nothing else really going on with that skin there, but very cool indeed. And obviously, this is the new Among Us, the Airship map, coming very, very, very soon. As I said, January 2021, as you guys can see, early 2021. But it is confirmed to come out in January, which is going to be amazing. Obviously, the reason they've just put early 2021 is it's scheduled for January 2021. They come across a delay, it may be delayed. And that's the trailer there. Let's have a look at what else they did say about this. Obviously, it talked about ladders and floating platforms, which could be add some variety in how we move between rooms. I do think that's a very interesting difference. And obviously, depends how big the map is really. I don't want it to be too big, which is the worst thing for me, unless they put more players in the map. That's the only thing I can think about. Obviously, select room, starting room. So obviously, start different parts of the map. And obviously, some new skins are now on their way. Might as well look nice while getting murdered by your friends. I like that. That's a good little addition to that. So that is all the news regarding the new Among Us map, the Airship. Obviously arriving January 2021. I've also got some other news to give you guys very soon, which I'm going to upload on a different video. So make sure you subscribe and drop a like, notification button, so you don't miss out on the other video. As I said, loads more news on Among Us is coming, so I'll obviously give you guys all the information as soon as it comes available. So make sure to subscribe, make sure to drop a like, and obviously I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching, and have a good Christmas.